If your radio station still sounds like a random Spotify shuffle, you're already losing listeners. Yeah, I said it. But stick with me for the next 4 minutes and you'll discover how to fix it with the same strategy used by the most resilient 24/7 stations around the world. This is a sneak peek into a killer article by Ivan Tenorio, radio industry expert and the guy we trust to help you, the modern radio creator, level up your station from amateur to international. So, what's the secret? It's called programming grid or schedule. Think of it as the spine of your station. It tells you and your listeners what plays, when, and why. But more importantly, it makes your station feel alive. Ivan breaks it down like this. Mix energy and calm. Build a rhythm that makes people want to stay. Use smart repetition. Themes and jingles that create identity without annoying your audience. Design your sound around the mood of the day, because midnight listeners and morning drivers don't want the same vibe. And yes, even automation can feel handcrafted if you do it right. Let me give you a super simple example of how a solid radio schedule can look. From 6 to 9 in the morning, you play calm music and maybe add a few motivational voice clips to start the day light and easy. Between 9 and noon, you switch to cultural segments or interviews, something with a bit more focus, but still relaxed and friendly. Noon to 3, that's your companion block. Light music with short, pre-recorded thoughts that keep listener company while they work or eat. From 3 to 6 in the afternoon, you go deeper. Think in-depth content or slow-paced interviews. Perfect for winding down the day. Then comes evenings and nights. This is where you can get creative. Curated playlists, some gentle storytelling, or even intentional silence to let the mood breathe. You don't need dozens of shows. You just need to shape your day with intention. You might be thinking, okay, but I don't have 24 hours of content. Good news, you don't need it. Ivan shows how to recycle your best contents, place it smartly in the day and give fresh meaning depending on when it airs. A great interview at night feels personal. That same segment in the morning motivating. Context changes. But here's where it gets deep. The best radio doesn't just sound good, it feels good to the listener. So ask yourself, who is actually tuning in? Ivan gives an amazing exercise in this post where you define your ideal listeners. Not as a statistic, but as a real person. Name, routine, habits, everything. Why? Because every programming choice should be made with that person in mind. If your station doesn't connect emotionally, it gets skipped. And the best part, you don't have to guess. You'll ask things like, what time do they listen? What annoys them? What makes them stay? What mood are they in at each moment of the day? Once you have that person in mind, you'll start programming like a pro. And hey, no worries if you hate this kind of deep dive. With AI, you can now skip the boring part and get instant help from ChatGPT or your favorite assistant to create listener profiles in seconds. It's like having an editorial consultant on demand. Look, if you're serious about growing your station, whether it's online, local, niche, or mainstream, this isn't optional. You need a schedule that works, that feels alive, that keeps your listeners coming back. This article by Ivan Tenorio, our resident expert on radio strategy, is your blueprint. And this video is just a teaser. Click on the link below to read the full post and get access to real-world radio schedules, tips for automation, listener profiling, and even a free tool to design your music formula. All for free. Don't just play content, design experiences. You've got the gear, now make it sing. Thank you for watching and see you next week on Pro.Radio.